Hello and welcome to probably the last game of the day for the ASUS Open 2012 final battle of the year, final battle of the day. I know, pun. I've been great with fun today. Sorry, like I said, last game of the day, so I might be a bit lame sometimes, but I'm still here, and this is a good game as well. This is the best game probably from Group B of today. There's still going to be a lot of games tomorrow afterwards, tomorrow for Groupstages as well. In case you're wondering what I'm blabbing about, well, the thing is, there are 12 teams participating in the ASUS Open in total. The groups are, of course, divided by two. There's 6 teams in each group, 5 games for each team. We have got 3 games today for the groups A, for the Group A, and 2 games today for Group B, with tomorrow vice versa. There's 3 games going on at the same time normally, so 15 games per day. So we have a full day of group stages again tomorrow, starting at 12 CET time, so make sure you tune in then as well. And right now, Empire versus iCCup. Empire on the dire side, iCCup on the radiant side. And I know a lot of you people asking, where is PGG? Where is Hexor? Well, iCCup does no longer have those 2 people in their lineup. iCCup actually now is the full lineup that was formerly known as Devil Mice, though now known as iCCup. So that's gonna be the team there. As we just seen them win against Don't Waste Time. We're gonna see how they're gonna be doing against probably the team favorite, or fan favorite rather, of Group B. It is Team Empire on the dire side. We have got the Magnus band out, as well as the Bat Rider. Whoa, hiccups. As well as the Bat Rider. And the Wisp band out, as well as the Undying. Templar Assassin was the first pickup for iCCup, with the Darkseer going to Empire, and they're thinking hard about their next pickup. Is it still gonna be Jakiro? Or is it still going to be a hero that they want, like a Queen of Pain for example, that they want to have against a Templar Assassin? But no, it's going to be a Jakiro. That is going to be the game that we're going to see. Jakiro Darkseer. I mean, Darkseer, we've seen him being up against a Templar Assassin before, so that might be an opportunity, possibility for Empire this game. As a Jakiro, well, in theory, we have seen him up against the Templar Assassin solo mid as well. But to be fair, for, me personally, I've only seen it being done by Dandy before, but who knows. Having said that, Empire is a team that loves to have solid lanes, strong lanes, and Jakiro is way more strong on the lanes than it is anywhere else. As in the meantime, there are some disconnects going out on the team of Empire, but it's luckily not Goblak. And since Goblak is the one that's doing the draft, we don't have to worry that much about it. As of course, like I said, I mean, these teams are live from the Cyber Arena in Kiev, Ukraine. So that is why we might have some more computer issues, because these players are not playing on their own computer, and these computers are being taxed heavily today, with so many games being played and so many switches of gear, etc, etc. As we have Bane being picked up as a pickup for Empire, and this is interesting because Bane, normally we see him if we know that there is a Sven, for example, upon the other side, but for now, I mean, they pick it up with only a Next Assassin and a Shadow Demon around there, so interesting to see, as we have actually the Sven being banned out there. There is still the Broodmother banned out that we're used to seeing from Goblak. As we know that iCCup still needs an offlane. I mean, if there's a team that still needs an offlane, you'll see Goblak banning out the Broodmother, just because they don't want to be facing it. Because like I said, they like solid lanes, they like to be playing their own game, doing their own thing, and if you have a Broodmother on your opponent team, you're not going to be able to do that because she'll push constantly while you are doing your thing. We're going to have Lone Druid being banned out, as well as Phonix Killings, who they're not going to be able to play anymore, as we now also have the Chaos Knight being banned out, so the tri-lanes from Empire are looking a bit meager right now. Of course, there's still a lot of carries in the pool, so we might see just one of those being picked up, as the last banner for Empire is not going to happen. By the way, I'm still drinking some tea. I'm going to finish my tea as well, in the times where I can find myself in a position where I want to shut up. But like right now, we're waiting for a ban. Let's just drink some tea. Cheers, for people that are not drinking tea but something else. Could be. I said looking a bit meager. That meager? That's a word.
Remaining.
Thank you.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Yeah, I miss those times. Like, and they will be there again, of course. Like when there is a big finals or something. Like a semi-finals and a finals at the same day. A couple of games that I'm really looking forward to, and then I'll have like drinks and food and like be all cocooned up behind my computer and just watch games. That's just so cool. So I want to do that again sometime. But not been having a chance lately. Due to me casting other games, so not being able to watch in total, or
10 seconds
casting them myself, even though I'm not casting finals that often, to be fair.
Radiant
But it's still good. I hope that some of you are doing that right now. Just cocooning up between for a good game of Dota. So we have got the Tinker being better. I shouldn't be talking, I should be drinking tea. What am I talking about? Cocooning. I guess it's a Dutch expression. If you're like cocooning, it's like what a caterpillar does before it turns into a butterfly. Just, you know, being in your own little blanket and have lots of food that you can eat from stuff around you so you don't have to get up. That's cocooning. And it's basically like turtling behind your PC, right? I can call it turtling. But cocooning is more natural. Anyway. We have got the Windrunner picked up by iCCup, with the Queen of Pain still being picked up by Empire. I mean, I said it earlier on, because it is a good counter. Well, it's not really a counter. It is a good hero to have against a Templar Assassin. It's not necessarily a counter, but it is a hero that can live up to Templar Assassin and at least not be shut down. So that's a good one there, as we have still Gyrocopter picked up by Empire. We have got the Phantom Lancer picked up by iCCup, and this is interesting because we have two heroes normally combined with the Keeper of the Light. We have also a pause, by the way, because these two have been disconnected for a long time. Both the Nyx Assassin and the Phantom Lancer normally are combined, or at least are often combined with the Keeper of the Light. But that one no longer there, not there for iCCup. They are having, however, Shadow Demon. Let's just see who's playing what. We see FNG is going to be playing the Shadow Demon once again. Jackal is going to be playing the Phantom Lancer this time. Sunlight will be on the Windrunner. We'll be seeing Zik on the support Nyx Assassin. And J4 will be playing the Templar Assassin for iCCup. As we have on the Dire side, we have, of course, Empire making getting ready to go for... Oh, this is actually interesting. We've got Funnick playing the Queen of Pain. Normally, of course, the player that's playing the off lane. Curious to see what Scandal then is playing. We have got Goblak playing the Jakiro. Blow Your Brain will be playing the Gyrocopter with Silent on the Bane, and that will leave for Scandal. We'll leave the Darkseer, so we will see the Darkseer up against the Templar Assassin. By the way, for the people saying that are having some lag issues with 720p. That's actually not on my side. It's the thing that Twitch. I mean, there's tons of pauses, so we might as well tell this. There's actually the servers are all different servers from Twitch. So 720p is a different server from Twitch than 720 and 360, etc. So it really depends how overused or how used that server is that you're watching in your area, because that's also different. So if that server, if the 720p server in your area is working full-time, working overtime, then you will have some lag, and then switching to a different quality will help, regardless if it's switching up or down, actually, by the way. Of course you can't switch up from 720p plus, but just that. We have a go! Look at that! Shortest pause? Well, no, that's not true. We had a shorter pause earlier today. We also had longer pauses though, however. But we will be seeing, like I said, Scandal on the Darkseer. Iron Shells on Blow Your Brain because he can. We have got a Badger as a courier there, as we have a Sephira Grievel on the courier there. I'm keeping tabs on the couriers because I really want to see that Dragon courier. I haven't seen it yet, apart from in the shop, and I've been very tempted to buy it. I just haven't done it yet. I don't know if I should. It's cute though. I have, of course, a Zebra, so I always use that one anyway. But anyway, so that's why I check couriers. Anyway, let's just focus on the game. Sorry for being slightly distracted and talking a bit crap, but as I said, sixth cast of the day. And might be having my focus level a bit lower. I hope not though. Tunnel vision for Dota all the way. But we already saw who's playing what. We know what lanes there's gonna be, and we are gonna see an aggressive tri-lane. Of course, I mean, a Bane combination with the Gyrocopter is very strong. We've seen it before. Nightmare up on the target. Blow Your Brain can come close to it. Rocket Barrage to go, and that is gonna be a lot of damage being done to Good fun, have luck. A lot of damage being done to... sorry, I was distracted, see. Told you. A lot of damage being done to the target that was put in the nightmare in the first place. So this is an aggressive trial coming off Empire. And I love seeing that. They have been playing that a bit more lately. We have been seeing it from them before. Also, for example, when Shoxka was standing in instead of Blow Your Brain. And I really like it. I like aggressive trials in general. So that is good. And we're gonna see how they're gonna try to get control over this lane, because that's what they're aiming for. We have of course Jackal there as well as we just think. I mean, the Impale is there and the Doppelwalk to try and get away and not get ganked up. And of course the anti-gank, the Shadow Demon, will be there as well to help out, as we have got a pause. Because pauses are fun. Because pauses are... we've seen so many pauses. I mean, kudos for you if you've been here with me since 12. Because then you have seen a lot of pauses. Like, and the cat also, like he just meowed in consent. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna have the top lane is gonna be Sunlight on his Windrunner. He's gonna be up against Queen of Pain, so we do see in well, it's not really an off lane because it's still the safe lane, of course. Funnick, he's gonna be on the safe lane with the Queen of Pain. We have seen this matchup before though, Queen of Pain Windrunner. It should be fairly even though. If someone's gonna have the advantage, it should be Funnick. But in theory, it's fairly even. Both have a escape mechanism, of course, Windrun, and of course the Blink. The aggression level from Queen of Pain is a bit higher than the one of Windrunner, but it should still be okay for both players, as we have, of course, Scandal, a Wellness Darkseer up against the Templar Assassin mid. And for J4, we've also seen this matchup before. It's gonna be very annoying for J4, and if there's someone dying, in theory, it should be J4. Because of course that Iron Shell, no refraction for Templar Assassin with that. But it can turn around very, very fast. It will depend on how overextending Scandal is and how ballsy you think he can do. How it can be, as we have got, yeah, the tri-lane versus tri-lane, already went over that. There is of course the anti-gank, the Shadow Demon, as well as the Impale to help stop initiations from going off. He actually picked up Mana Burn first, which is interesting because it's fairly aggressive to do, but maybe he picked it up before he knew he was up against an aggressive tri-lane. Then if you look at the lineup for Empire, you see the Bane, you see the Gyrocopter, and regardless of which other hero they have combined with that, you kind of know what they want to be doing. So that is going to be the lineup for Empire and for iCCup as the pause continues on. And I cannot speak Russian, so we don't really know why the game is being paused, which is a bit of a shame. But we can guess. I mean, we've had different pauses, reasons for pauses today. We had pauses because the camera didn't work. We have pauses because people disconnected and their computers need to be resetted. Pauses because of the normal bug that is still there. For like the right click, like if you have an item stuck to your mouse. Yeah, that's a bug. You have to restart Dota for that one. We've had pauses. Why have we else just with fails on computers regardless? There's been a lot of computers that have been having issues. Yeah, regardless, I mean, Empire is of course a very safe team. I'm sorry, jumping back to the game. Is a very safe team. But we have seen it before, them picking up a rapier on the Gyrocopter, because it's actually a viable item to have on your Gyrocopter. Of course, that flak cannon that works with rapier, so you will be having like AoE rapier damage. I mean, who doesn't want that, right? Yeah, there's been one game today actually that actually had a longer pause than the duration of the game itself. I don't think that's gonna be this game though. I have high expectations for this game. I will not lie. We've seen iCCup play the game before this. We know that they are formerly known Devil Mice, and they did really, really well in World Cyber Games. And we all know Jackal still, of course. We know Sick. We know them. Like the only one that was really new to me was, I think, Sunlight and FNG. Those were the ones I wasn't really familiar with. Sorry. I do tend to explain the same things every single game. Just because I'm used to that. Normally I don't cast that many games in a row, so then, you know, when I say it, people haven't heard it before. But, hey, oh well. Can't think of new stuff every time. The pause is one. Well, I have to say. You're almost right. I'm actually gonna... I don't need to drink water. I just drank tea. What am I talking about? Yeah, I have high expectations from this game. Oh my god, another one disconnected. I have to say, yellow disconnects a lot. Like in general, in all over games. Sing us a song. I can't sing a song. I can't sing. My singing is bad. Besides, I don't want to scare anybody away from the stream. Ah. Blaya fixanet. Tunerial ono posto visionet IPPC. PPC? PC? Doda Gruzinga pro team 2-3 minute posto javisnet. How is my Russian, guys? How's my Russian? Can anybody understand that? I practice my commentary to be better by commentarying even more. I'm probably the caster right now that is casting most games. Games in numbers, that is. I mean, not taking quality into consideration. Just by numbers, I probably am the one that's casting most. Please don't speak Russian. I can't speak Russian, so that's good. I'm just reading what the words say. You nastoya reboot. Well, sorry Bjornus, I will cast every single day if I can, because I love doing it. Regardless if you don't want me to cast or not, so, you know, better either get used to it or don't watch me, it's that simple. Which female hero is the prettiest hero in Dota 2? Well, I know that Templar Assassin has got a bad mouth under that scarf, otherwise she wouldn't be wearing it. I'm not all too fan of redheads, and if I was, I think Lena would be a better one than Windrunner. Crystal Maiden is too plain. Queen of Pain is too evil. Do we have any left? Mirana. Ooh. Or Luna. No, I don't think Luna's accent is nice enough. Oh, it's about pretty. It's about pretty. It's on the outside. I think it would be maybe Luna. I don't like Vengeful Spirits because she doesn't have hair. And we're not talking about body, also about face, right? Of course I can talk more nonsense. There's a pause of freaking zillions of minutes. Of course I'm gonna talk crap in the pause that's talking about taking freaking minutes and zillions. Broodmother. I don't think Enchantress wins, not after her swaps around. Death Prophet doesn't win either. Luna, maybe. Lion. No. Phantom Assassin. I actually can... Yeah, Phantom Assassin. That could be one. I mean, Templar Assassin... It is known that behind her mask, her mouth is actually that one of... her Templar Assassin's mouth is actually looking like the open face of Night Stalker. That's why she's wearing a mask. She wants to hide that. So I'm also counting that with there. Oh, if we're talking about best voice, there's only one hero that has the best voice here. Hello, Earthshaker. He has the best voice. And I don't want anybody disagreeing with me. Have you heard Earthshaker talk? I can't do it like he does because it's just too brilliant. I mean, there's other voices that are maybe funnier and maybe say different stuff, but voices. Who did the voice again from the Earthshaker? I know that guy. I've just forgotten it. He did Beastmaster, I think, as well. A Wisp announces Puck. Puck has a cute voice. I agree. We actually heard him talk when Danny was playing him earlier today. Mons has a male hero, Night Stalker, and Anti-Mage. A Slardar. I'm talking about shoulders only. Sorry. Anyway, go again. Focus on game. Dry lane aggressive. Anyway. Fuck is it? The disruption. To start things up. Here comes the ice pet though helping out. Silence should be able to get away from this one, especially if he eats a creep to get away from that one. Mana burn up on Goblack. They're chasing down different heroes. Is someone gonna be successful though? Silence is gonna turn this around on the Shadow Demon. There's a Nightmare. Is there gonna be anything else by Ice Path to follow up on? Hits up on FNG who's trying to make his way through the jungle. One more hit needed. There's a Self helping out. One more right click and FNG. Come on! Boom! You're dead! FNG is the first block, and that is gonna be, in the meantime, Blow Your Brain wants to go for Regis Dick. This might be the second block. No, he's gonna be able to stay alive. He's a tangle as well. Blow Your Brain, very ballsy there, but the aggressive trialer from Empire already being aggressive. Hell, they're gonna continue going though. They're gonna go for, oh, Silent. I'm not sure if you should be here. He is actually taking a lot of damage here. Might be able to kill off Regis Dick. Yes, he is. It's actually him that's also getting the kill. And now Jackal trying to get him. There's the Self helping out Jackal. Trouble. Then he's lucky that creep is blocking the way of Blow Your Brain, who's still hitting him. He still gets the kill, but will he die for it? No, it doesn't look like it. Blow Your Brain will be able to get away from that one. No Rocket Barrage, because no, only level 1. 2 for 1 though. Losing one hero only for taking 2 in return. The 2 supports, I have to note, and giving the, of course, the carry a kill. The tower got a kill. But Gary got solo experience up on Jackal. But good start for Empire for sure. As they're gonna find Silent there in the jungle as well. There's gonna be another mana burn going through. Still level 1, of course. The Nyx Assassin. There is a ward here for the dire side to, and it's gonna get countered also to, of course, counter the creeps that are spawning here. But they will see it and they will destroy it. So that will be that. In the meantime, Jackal might be in some trouble. Here comes Silent. He can land just a Nightmare, but creep wave pushing in will make sure that it is not going to be happening. Wow, lane's very pushed out here actually. And we'll be getting some more experience and gold towards the dire team. They will be having to split it 3 ways. Experience that is. Gold goes mostly to Blow Your Brain if he can, and he actually does. So he has 7 last hits already, doing a good job for being for hitting so much next to the tower. As we have got a ward up for the Radiant side, they have to be careful. They know they're up against the Trilon, obviously. Duh. So they have 2 choices: play it super defensively, make sure that at least they're not dying, not giving the Trilon what they want, but also at the same time, therefore giving Blow Your Brain the farm. Or try to counter gank, try to stand behind, waiting for bait stuff out, waiting for them to go up on Jackal and then go instead and then try to pick up one of the supports, which it looks like they're gonna be doing. For now though, they are gonna be able to pull again soon because the creep wave did spawn, so they will be able to stack it soon again. As Jackal has got 2 last hits. I mean, he's already being shut down in this lane right now. At least he's not dying. He's actually level 3, which is very nice. Level 2 only on the Gyrocopter. That's of course also because Empire is sharing the experience with 3 heroes, while Jackal is getting all the solo experience here on the lane. Maybe sharing some with Regis Dick, even though Regis Dick doesn't have any mana again. He used everything on that mana burn. It's still level 1 also. And it kind of was that Impale, because Impale is just so important. The duration of the stun long enough, and they're gonna try to find the supports here again. Nightmare should be starting it off, but for now they're just chasing it away, getting the last hits upon all those neutrals. There we go. Blow Your Brain just picking up those 2. No more experience for the supports. It's gonna be it. Flak Cannon helping out. He's now level 3, so has got and Flak Cannon and Barrage and the homing missile as well. And they will be able to go again soon. It only depends on when they can find someone again to go on, because we will see iCCup being fairly careful there with that. As in the meantime, the Iron Shell is harassing J4 a lot. We haven't really looked at the lanes, the other lanes just yet. 13 for 3 last hits as we see Scandal. 19 for 2, so getting ahead in this game indeed, as he's going to go for a Soul Ring there. Has it almost complete. In the meantime, on the top lane, it is going to be Funnick with 13 for 11, with Sunlight 11 for 5. So the last hits are fairly even, but it is the harassment that from Funnick that is just a lot more harassment than the Windrunner can throw out. I mean, you can dodge these power shots, but you can't really dodge the Shadow Strike all that well. As we have got Blow Your Brain getting arrested again a bit by Alanta. We actually have Darkseer diving past the tower here. Past the tier 1, takes on the creepers as well, and was actually able to kill off J4. And that is Scandal. Like I said, if someone was about to go down, or was supposed to go down, it would be the Templar Assassin. And indeed she drops. We're going back towards the bottom lane though, because that's where we were going to expect most harassment, most aggression coming off as the TA TP's back towards the lane. We're actually going to have a gank going off maybe because Silent rotated towards the top lane. There's a Nightmare helping out, positioning for everybody, going with Shadow Strike to start things off. Brain Sap, and that's going to be Shackle that doesn't hit, but will give still the kill to Phonics. So that's a clean gank from Silent, who just rotated. Just making his way from the bottom lane to the top lane, no problem. As iCCup, I mean, they're playing too careful to start something off, and they know that right now as well. Dual Breath going through, Jackal actually being slowed down though. It's gonna have a rocket hitting him as well, and he's actually running away from the creep, so the rocket barrage, if the rocket hits, the rocket barrage is gonna be doing a lot of damage. There is an impale, however, and of course, we just think is hanging around there as well, so it's still a bit risky to go on that. And maybe if Silent was there, they would have been able to do a lot more, but that was not the case, so not gonna happen, as there's now 4 kills going the way of Empire. And if we look at the last hits from both teams, we actually see that it's iCCup that is at a disadvantage on all the lanes. Last hits on Jackal not going. Of course, the one thing that they have going for them right now is the experience on Jackal, so he's getting extra experience, but he's not getting the last hit. Templar Assassin is level 6 right now, but is also losing the last hit battle against Scandal, who has got 29 last hits. And we've got, of course, Queen of Pain, who now has well, Queen of Pain, who now is no longer here, but he has the advantage on this lane with Sunlight going down once. We do have a kill still going the way of Empire. They were able to pick off the Gyrocopter there, with the Impale being used there, and of course Jackal actually getting the kill for that, so happy times for him. TP back towards the top lane from Queen of Pain, TP back towards the bottom lane from the Gyrocopter. Blow Your Brain having a happy time there. Or at least wanting to have a happy time. He didn't really have that much happy times, as we already saw him dying just now. Well, we actually didn't see that because I wasn't there with my camera, but we did see the kills earlier that he was able to do, as we have got Phonic and Silent just pushing here slightly. I'm kind of curious to see if we're going to see Empire being a bit more aggressive. I mean, that's kind of what you have to be, but at the same time, they no longer have that trial lane since Silent rotated top, so the aggressive trial lane is no longer that aggressive, and they're still keeping 3 heroes busy of their opponents, as Jackal decided to just try to get some experience in that jungle. Here comes Godblack and Blow Your Brain, though. They're going to come in from the side, and they see him as well. They're not going to go on it, though. And now are going to have Shadow Poison up on them, so they're all visible, so iCCup knows exactly what they're doing right there. We just Zik trying to take this opportunity to get some extra farm. I mean, this is very important to get your support some farm while the lane otherwise would be empty. And the lane otherwise would be empty. Hello, Silent. What are you doing? Oh, the trap. Ah, he scouted out. We see a J4. It's going to be very careful there. Oh, exclamation mark. Melt damage. He's here somewhere, he's here somewhere. Can't find it. We're gonna actually go here because it looks like they are looking for someone. There's a rocket. Ice Pat's gonna hit as well. There's still the Spike Carapace up, but they're not gonna get the kill. He's able to get away. In the meantime, tier 1 tower still goes down, but gets denied. J4 doing that one, and Silent actually rotating bottom again with the double damage room picked up by Scan, who's gonna be able to pick up some boots. Mana boost it is. Goblack standing around. There are again creeps up. He placed the ward there again. No more stacking for you. Of course, that has been the way that iCCup has managed to get the lane in check again. But right now, aggressive trial lane. Come back. TP. As we just Zik actually rotating lane, they'll realize, you know what, let's just give that up. The Scandal is going to be ganked here by the looks of it. Has to be careful. There's 3 heroes around here looking for his blood. Impale going to start things off. Here comes the trap as well. There is, of course, still a surge, but is it going to be enough? It is going to be enough! He is going to be staying alive unless they're going to dive this. One more, no, he's not going to be able to get it. Bottle charge is helping out. What a play. Well, what a play. I'm not sure if that's lucky or just carelessness of iCCup, but they don't get a kill. Nice ice staff. As Silent is gonna get harassed here. There's no more mana up, and we just take Dual Breath going through from the side. Brain Step also, and we just think he's gonna get hit by a homing missile as well. He's gonna try to run away though. In the meantime, it is J4 that's trying to do what he can. Gets put in a Nightmare. Here goes the Rocket Barrage. Actually pops the Nightmare away. Nice Shackle. Still power shot going through. Sunlight doing what he can as the Impale hits on Blow Your Brain. Ice Pad's gonna help out. Hits on we just think, and that's gonna be the Brain Step that picks up the kill. The only kill so far on this skirmish in the jungle, to be fair. Now Godblack has to run away. Get some vision up in him again as the power shot misses. Sunlight is going to be having to run away from this one. There's a Nightmare Steel setting things up. Vacuum in. Ice Bat is as well. Rocker Barrage is the kill. Scandal picking up the kill. FNG now trying to stay close by his tower to be safe. But his tower is actually not protecting him. He's just diving in, and Bane getting a double kill as he gets an impale back as well from the hero he just kills off. We just Zik wants to go for a revenge. He's not got his mana drain anymore, but he might still get a kill. Brain Tap helps keep Silent alive though. The Impale still there, Vacuum as well. Silent gets Surge up, but he will still go down. We just Zik picking up the kill. Now J4, the slow up on Scandal, doesn't have his Surge anymore, but it will be scared away by Blow Your Brain and was still hanging around there. So this was a skirmish in the jungle one. A lot of people were involved in that. There was actually 5 heroes involved in that for iCCup, with everybody also of Empire hanging around there. But the only one who I really didn't see was Queen of Pain, as she's now on the mid lane, and also well, Scandal of course was there. He's going for that mechanism. But all in all, I would say that Empire was in favor of that fight. Power Shot still doing a lot to Scandal there as he pops a Soul Ring at the same time. Has to be careful indeed. Surge away now, probably has to go back. He's got his empty bottle there, and he just needs to get his bottle filled up as well as his life, so might as well go back all the way. As the dust gets popped, they want to find him, they find him. There's a Doppelwalk Jackal. And the Fiend's Grip going through Macro Pyres, Dual Breath. Jackal, I think you're dead. Nice kill. 2 supports. That's the power that they can do. They didn't even need Blow Your Brain. He didn't even get an assist. I don't think he even got in range for the experience in time. But that is, there's gonna be another TP, and oh, Sunlight is gonna go down, but not before she shot a power shot and actually helped off, killing off the Queen of Pain. We just Zik able to help out there as well, of course, with the tower getting the last hit. Fortunately, there was only 1 hero left from iCCup that got the experience from that, but more experience for the support Nyx Assassin, who's looking at better and better as being a support. And I'm actually gonna stop the net worth to see how he's doing there. He is still on par with the other supports, I guess, but he's basically doing as good as the supports of Empire. Which says a lot. There is of course a tower down on the side of Empire and no tower down on the side of iCCup, as in the other way around. iCCup do not have any tower down on Empire, while Empire has already killed off 1 tower, so got the gold for that one. It was actually denied though, but still a bit of gold going the way of Empire. As Surge up for Silent, he wants to go of course for a Nightmare. He doesn't see, oh, the dust! He sees him, they see him, here comes Phonic as well, dusted up, but they don't want to dive the tower. Trap still goes off on Silent, but that's going to be 3 heroes around here from iCCup. And that Vendetta around there will make sure that Empire will back off. So we have the face boots already up on the Templar Assassin. We've got the We Just Zik. Doesn't have that much apart from the boots and the magic wand. We'll be probably going for a, well, probably Bracer or something like that. Sunlight has got of course his bottle. Other than that, not really doing that much. Died 3 times now. Not really ideal at all, as we see her actually lower than the supports on gold, lower than a Nyx Assassin even, and she doesn't have anything in the courier that doesn't get counted, so she's not having a fun game so far. As we see the Phantom Lancer actually finished off his Vanguard, which is an item that we don't see that often up on the Phantom Lancer, at least not as first item. We do see it, but not as a first item, so this is an interesting build for Jackal. But then at the same time, he can't be going for any really big item because he's been having a tough time on that lane, of course. He's not been getting that much last hits. He wasn't that aggressive trial and was able to get involved in 4 out of the 5 kills that have happened. He has got those assists. And of course 1 last hit for himself, so if you look at that, it's doing a good job. Oh, Fiend's Grip, Sunlight, Vacuum back in also. Fiend's Grip just continues, and it's Godlike that picks up the kill with a dual breath. No chance for Sunlight to stay alive that. Not while Silent has his Fiend's Grip up. In the meantime, the tier 1 tower bottom is going to get pressured, so we might see them either, well, they're either going to take a tower in return and give up this tower, or just let the other tower, or just defend this tower. One of the two. As we have Gamer Cup, he actually died on this bottom lane before they were able to do that. Phantom Lancer picking up the kill, and we have the TPs. They want to defend this. There goes the dust, the Nightmare. They want to go for the Nyx Assassin. He doesn't even have the Vendetta, but the dust is already there just in case. There goes an Ice Path, doesn't hit. It will still be We Just Zik that goes down, of course, as well, at least Jackal was able to get away from that one just in time. And in that sense, rather having the support Nyx Assassin being picked off than, of course, the farming Jackal on his Phantom Lancer. We have also a Gem of True Sight up on Jakiro, so he just popped the dust because he could. But Gem of True Sight being very, very, very secure of his game, Godlike here. I mean, it's a support Jakiro. The killing potential of the death potential of Jakiro is quite high, especially if you have a Vendetta there with a Nyx Assassin. But he's not that too worried, and definitely with the gem, of course, he'll see the Nyx Assassin before he pops out, so he might be able to land an Ice Path and something like that and actually get himself away from that. But interesting to see them, and they pick off the tier 1 tower still, so they get that one in return. As a reward for the kill, I should say. In the meantime, the tier 1 tower top still gonna rest a lot. I mean, Jackal, we're gonna see him continuing to farm, trying to get his farm up, trying to stay out of as many fights as he can, just to make sure that he doesn't die. It's that simple. He needs that farm, and iCCup knows that too. I mean, they know they have to leave their Phantom Lands of farming while they are trying to get a grip on the game with the 4 of them, and that's of course a job mostly of the Templar Assassin, who is a hero that can do that. He has got not too great farm, but he's second highest up for his team, still behind 3 of Empire of course, but he's got 1200 gold, probably going for a Blink Dagger, has got his face boots, and we might see him trying to be a bit more aggressive if he indeed gets his Blink Dagger up, which will take a while. In the meantime, we have of course ganking team also. I mean, disruption to start things off, followed up by a Impale, as well as a Mana Burn, as well as a Vendetta, Soulcatcher Vendetta. That's going to be very painful. Oh, hello. I like this. Waiting around the corner. There's the Ice Path. Misses actually. Vacuums still in though as well. The Sonic Wave. Nice! Sonic Wave hits onto the first one to go down is still the Queen of Pain though. The Radiant team still alive for now as the Fiend's Grip is up on Jackal. They did end up finding him, and he is going to be the one to drop. Knife Shackle still, Sunlight sending through a power shot. Now it's going to be on the way out as here comes Blow Your Brain, able to pick up FNG on his support Shadow Demon, and now we just see gonna try to get himself away. Here comes a Nightmare or Fiend's Grip. He can do both, but he gets a he gets his by Carapace in the face. Rocket Barrage still going through. We just Zig trying to juke it out, but is not going to be able to get it anymore. Blow Your Brain, double kill for him, as he's going to be TPing towards the tier 1 tower to push the lane out. In the meantime, the TP in was there from the Templar Assassin, going to be locked in a Nightmare, going to mark the exit of Empire. They don't want to be there anymore, and they're going to have someone coming in from the side. It is Sunlight with a double damage rune. Shackle, let's just go, like, power shot hits on 2. Is there a Brain Shape? Yes, there is, and a Mechanism even vacuum in there. Ice Path not going to hit on Sunlight. Disruption is still there to save the life of Scandal. Sorry, to help kill off Scandal, I should say, not to save his life. Shackle gonna ledge on Scandal also. It will still be the TA that drops. Scandal not dropping so far, and it's Winterland that drops on the side there as well. Double kill again from Blow Your Brain, triple kill, so in a way... Oh my god, he got a Rampage! Double kill, followed by a triple kill. Yep, Blow Your Brain. Bringing us the action, and he picked up a Morbid Mask as well, so might be going for a maybe a Mask of Madness. Let's hope so. Otherwise, we've seen a lot of Humble the Dominators as well, of course, with Satanics later on. Might just be the case as well. Scandal's gonna see if he can get a room, maybe? No? Where'd he go? Oh, he just surged himself for no apparent reason. Thank you for confusing me. We have Queen of Pain. He picked up a Ultimate Orb, so it's gonna go for a Sheepstick probably, just to get some control upon that Phantom Lancer, of course. I mean, right now they are able to pick him up. I mean, he died 2 times already, and I say already, but it's actually not that much if you have 17 kills on your team, deaths on your team, I should say. But that is that. Let's just oblige the viewers and take a look at the gold graph and experience graph. We know that it is Empire that is ahead, of course. Normally when a team is so far ahead, I mean, I just don't look at the graphs that much because it's not going to be that surprising that it's going to be in favor of Empire. 7,500 gold. As experience graphs look in the same one. A bit higher drop because of all those kills that just happened on the bottom lane in the Radiant Jungle. It's also going past the 7,500 experience towards Empire, as it looks like they are sick and tired of seeing that tier 1 tower sit on the top lane on 200 HP, and they are going to try to take it down. The TP is going to go towards the mid lane though. They want to try and defend this tier 1 tower for themselves. As the Fiend's Grip is up on Sunlight already. Ice Path to follow up on Scandal. It's going to help out. Necropire going through. Sunlight still alive though. Here comes the Brain Tap picking off. Sunlight still. Scandal going to get a Demonic Purge. He's going to get slowed. Melt damage gets picked up. Nyx Assassin picking up the kill. Ice Path lost on 2. Can they get it? And they can. It is Goblag that picks up the kill of We Just Dig, and the Sonic Wave picks up FNG again. Jackal on the run. Buyback from the Windrunner with J4 just thinking about turning this around since Sunlight is here. He just bought back. They need to go in on this, or at least they need to do something. Otherwise, the buyback is going to be a bit wasted. Well, maybe the buyback was the reason Empire went back. But at least, I mean, they got the buyback, and that's always happy, as we have got Bane building towards a 4 staff. I mean, we've trying to see him looking for those openings, for those nightmares to set things up, for those fiend scripts to set things up. And with that 4 staff, he's just going to be able to force openings and not having to wait until someone creeps forward. He can just be himself, like go in aggressive, and he can even force staff himself or the other person towards him, which we have seen Silent do a lot of times actually. So that is that, and of course at the same time it is Blow Your Brain, who is still happily farming. He actually finished up his Yasha after the Morbid Mask, and he is waiting and seeing if he can stack this before killing them off, and he indeed can stack this. So that's going to be that as TA finally now, in 19 minutes in, finishes up her Blink Dagger, and this is the time when we should be seeing Templar, well, okay, 5 minutes ago this should be happening, and this is the time we should see Templar Assassin going for a bit more aggression, going aggressive to try and pick up those supports. Having said that, I realized that I just said 5 minutes ago, because right now Empire might be too far ahead to still try that. We're gonna see how she's gonna handle that, because it's a tough balance to walk around with. Of course we know Templar Assassin, this is basically all she needs to be a very threatening hero regardless. But how you're going to handle it and how you're going to be dealing with the support that of course Empire gets, and okay, defensive blink is going to be the case as the Bane still goes down there. The got ganked up by the Nyx Assassin with the Vendetta there, and Jackal coming there as well. Blow Your Brain being too late. Nice spike carapace up on the homing missile. But it will still be support to get picked off. So Silent, even though he just finished up his 4 staff, so he's not going to be too sad about dying there. Of course he did give a kill towards the carry of the Radiant team, which is not that good. Of course he has something in the courier, has to have. There we go, the Fusel Blade. I was gonna say there's not enough gold on that guy to be worthy of that amount of farm that he has. And it's actually the Templar Assassin that's higher up on net worth than the Phantom Lancer is. But that is also because he got his items in the courier, and that's of course something that we have to take into account, because it doesn't show on the net worth. I almost forgot that for a second, my bad. As we have got the Roshan, as you can see, being taken care of. They can do that, they can just give it to Funnick, or to Blow Your Brain rather. Oh, the Funnick or Blow Your Brain, it will be good on both. And it will be, no, neither? It will be Garagup still. So Blow Your Brain will be having that immortality. Okay, we were talking about voices earlier. He does have quite a funny voice. That's not the best voice. Not the best voice. So yeah, I've got Sunlight in the meantime building towards the mechanism. J4. After his Blink Dagger, I'm kind of hoping that he's gonna go for a for Desolator still. I mean, you could say BKB, but then there's still gonna be the Fiend script, so you can't do that much against that anyway. So might as well go for aggression rather than anything else. As hopefully with the Diffusal Blade, Jackal will be able to get a bit more aggression. The courier is now on his way. There it is, flying, and bam. Hello. That's it. And that's gonna be the Diffusal Blade ready. So we might see a turnaround in the next fight. He's gonna TP towards the tier 2 mid. They wanna fight this. They wanna take this. Here they come. Doppelwalk already active. Dodges the Ice Path. Then he goes on Goblak. Goblak still gonna let a Macro Pyre, and Peel still there. Mechanism also being used. Jackal now actually taking so much damage here. Has to be careful. Goblak able to stay alive. It's gonna be the Shadow Demon that dies first. Jackal doesn't want to have any part of this game anymore, unless he's still gonna get chased. There's a Doppelwalk though, but the dust is there. One more Brain Stab, and that's actually not gonna be happening. At the same time, it is Queen of Pain was able to finish down the Windrunner. It is the J4 that goes down again. Triple kill going the way of Funnick with his double damage rune, and it is still the Bane that actually goes down with iCCup picking him up, so they get something out of that one, but that's not the fight that they wanted to have. Definitely not. The tier 2 tower is going to take some harassment. Goblak still taking a lot of damage, actually goes down towards the mana burn from Regis 6. Another Impale. There's also, of course, Rocket Barrage going through. Queen of Pain jumping in, right clicks to go. Gyrocopter picks up the kill. As that was actually an ultra kill going the way of Funnick. Everybody died there in that encounter for iCCup. Every single person. As now the Lincolns is completed up on Funnick. No sheep stick for her. It's gonna be a Lincolns, very defensive. And that will be the item that she now has complete. With that fight, the Gem of Truth is in the meantime up on the Darkseer. I mean, Goblak still died, but he didn't die in that much of a bundle of heroes of iCCup, because they were still dying themselves as well. So the gem is still on the same side. We've got the Mantisal being complete upon the Gyrocopter. Still has the Aegis as well. Didn't even die in the previous fight. Of course, if you want to focus someone in a fight, you might as well focus someone that you're guaranteed to go down. Even though, having said that, I do realize that they started off with focusing Goblak, and he only died like at the end of the fight. But the focus was still there. We've got the Darkseer reset. We've seen his mechanism, and he's now also building for a Shiva's Guard this time, correct? We've got Jakiro. He's going to be building towards the Veil of Discord, as he's going to get a Shackle. Doesn't match though. Melt damage will still go through. Hello, Melt. No, Melt damage. There it is. Power shot also goes through disruption. Soul catcher. Can they go in this scandal? Once they go in this instead. iCCup already backing off. We also have on the side Silence, who was thinking about doing something, but decided not to anyway. I mean, there's 5-0 of iCCup. You really want to go for this? I'm not sure if you do. I'm not sure if you do at all. As the Shadowwalk actually got used. He actually breaks it already also. And they're gonna go for the shield vacuum. Nightmare. Jackal. Trouble. In the meantime, Jakiro gets picked up by the Nyx assassin. Jackal's gonna be safe by the looks of it. Jakiro though going down again. That was here. That was where his body was. In the meantime, it's Funnick that's pushing down the tier 2 slightly. With Empire again, just making sure that the lanes are constantly pushed out and they're smoking up, looking for ways, looking for openings, looking for kills as we have from the side. Funnick waiting around as well. He has a Sonic Wave up again. He's picked up his other ultimate orb right now. We're gonna have a Fiend Script up on the Templar Assassin. Hello! And that's gonna be a kill. It's actually Darkseer that picked that one up. Clean kill. No ward anymore for the Dire though. That was removed by the Radiant, but I mean they found him anyway. As we have got Zik, he is invisible. Vendetta used. He's going to be using it to get away, but from the looks of it, so we have Empire. I mean, they're just looking for openings, looking for ways to get kills. That's the thing that they want to be doing. It has been working. It's 12 to 26. We look at the gold graph. It's in favor of Empire. 15k gold in favor, 15k experience in favor. No real surprise there, as it's just a steady drop down. 2 more towers to take down on the side of iCCup, as we have got Sunlight just windrunning herself away. And they're gonna look to take down towers instead. If they can't find kills, well, towers are the next best thing. At the same time, I think that the Aegis is about to disappear. Matstyle indeed complete, as we saw. Aegis, let's see when it... Oh, it's actually another minute and a half. Minute and a couple of seconds, that's all that it takes before the Aegis is back to Roshan again. Oh, well, the imaginary Roshan, because Roshan isn't gonna be up again for another 5 minutes, but hey, that's what's that. Tier 2 tower getting picked off there.
Top tower has fallen.
With Silent actually getting the gold for that. He's, of course, we saw his 4-stuff already. He's got 1600 gold already. I'm kind of curious to see what he's going to go for. Nightmare up on Zik. There's going to be cooled on and an ice pass. Jekyll up on Illusion only. FNG is taking a lot of damage here and will be dropped down by the gyrocopter. We also have Zik going down. That's the 2 supports being picked off for before the fight really started. Before the fight started with the carries. And Empire already ahead with a fight 3 versus 5 now. If Jekyll goes in, he might be finding himself in a disadvantage. He is already harassed there. The gem is still up on Scandal, so they will still have that. Fortification is already used. Blow Your Brain just going to work on a tier 3 tower. Nice Shackle still. Power shots going off. Sonic Wave on the side. And he wants to go for Jackal. Jackal actually dies. And that was just a solo kill. Now Fiend's Grip up on the Templar Assassin. iCCup, they're getting picked up left and right. Now the buyback happens from the Phantom Lancer. The barracks are already down though, at least the melee barracks. Ranged barracks will not take long to take down either. Can they still do this? Funnick jumping in again, aggressive. Lincoln Sphere being popped. There is a Diffusal Blade still helping out, but he'll be able to get away from that one, as it is not going to be the case for FNG, who gets picked up again. Jackal, now, stay alive because you just bought back. Is he going to be able to do it? Doesn't look like it. Is not the case. Queen of Pain, Funnick, unstoppable. How often do we actually see Funnick playing Queen of Pain? Not that often. I am really enjoying seeing him playing Queen of Pain. 2k gold in his inventory right now. Just needs 700 before he has that sheep stick. The melee barracks are cleared out, together with the team wipe on the side of iCCup, and of course killing off the hero that has bought back in the fight as well, which happens to be the hardest carry on the side of iCCup that might have been able to turn the game around for them. As we have Zik, might just be a bit overextending here. Shackle not latching. Zik is going to get hit still by the homing missile. Here comes also Scandal from the side. Ice Pass is going to hit, and that should be another kill going the way of Blow Your Brain. Blow Your Brain, who has got 1700 gold. I do believe he should be having something in the courier. There is actually a lot in the courier, and he is going to go for that MKB. So no rapier just yet, unfortunately, but he will be having that shortly. As we have a look at this word from the Dire side, word from the Dire side. They wanted to have utter control of that top lane. Well, they got it, and they got it clear as well. For now, it's just a case of waiting for the next Roshan, perhaps. And then going for another lane, probably. It's going to be the case for Empire. We might see them trying something again already with the sheep stick already up on there. And of course that MKB, I mean, I don't think it's complete just yet. Nah, it's not. He actually still leaves his item in the courier. So the net worth that we see right now is not entirely accurate, because, I mean, these javelins are still going to be, should be counted towards Blow Your Brain, who is ahead of the net worth with that. As we have got the Sheever's Garden lead completed up on Scandal. We've got Silent. He picked up a point booster, might be going for an Aghanims. More Fiend Scripts. And they've been so successful already for the Templar Assassin, who has picked up a Ogre Club. Like I said earlier, I was hoping that she was going to go for the Fusel Blade, but it looks like she might still want to go for BKB. Unfortunately for her, she can still get Fiend Scripts, which is basically the reason that we saw her going down like 3 times in a row, was it? Probably? I think so. MKB now completed on the Gyrocopter, so we'll have that. Impale going through. Blink forward though, we just dig. Gets the Spike Carapace up on Phonic, nice. Shackle, not gonna latch. As we have got the tower being taken down. Shadow Poison going through, they don't really seem to care though, they're just gonna go for these barracks. Impale still going through, hitting up on Blow Your Brain, Ice Path, doesn't hit anything, Disruption, oh actually Ice Path hitches on the Jackal, Sonic Wave going through, Cooldown coming down as well, and it's already FNG that drops. Now also we just dig, and Jackal going down, 3 deaths in such a short period of time, 4, and that's gonna be another Fiend Script. That's why you shouldn't have been building a BKB. Not that she would have made a difference with the Desolator, because she wouldn't have had it up just yet, but the GG is called, the disconnects are out, Empire takes a win, their second win in the Group B, which they're in for the ASUS Open 2012. We're going to have more games tomorrow for Group B as well as for Group A. Group A, of course, with 2 teams such as Na'Vi and Virtus.pro, and we're going to see them again tomorrow. As we're going to start off with Group A. I'm going to follow up with Group B again, I think. Let's just check that real quick. Yes, we're going to start off together again with a Na'Vi game against Slarks this time. So we will be seeing them play as well. So the next game tomorrow at 12 CET time. I will still check if there's no longer any game starting, because we had some scheduling issues today, so there might still be a game. I don't think so though, but we'll find out as we're waiting for the last one to disconnect from iCCup or for Empire to take down the throne. Either one will do it. It will be, like I said, this is the ASUS Open 2012. Final battle of the year. All teams are playing this live from the Cyber Arena in Kiev. All 12 teams are actually present there, so it should be a fun time, because it's only mostly Russians and Ukrainians and stuff like that, so should be having a fun time. There is group stages again tomorrow. There's the quarter-finals and the semi-finals on Saturday, what's it called? The grand finals and the third place decider on Sunday. My name is Sheever. If you want to support me, please subscribe to my YouTube on youtube.com/SheeverGaming. You help me out with that a lot. I'm looking for 5K subscriptions, so don't hesitate. You can even turn the email notifications off if you want to in settings. So don't be afraid about spams, because I will upload all the games that I cast to YouTube, which is actually a lot of games. So that is that. Anyway, thank you for tuning in today, especially if you've been tuning in since 12 already today, which has been a lot of games. I already have 5K subscriptions? Seriously? Oh my god, I wasn't there today yet. Thank you. Okay, well in that case, follow me on Twitter. I don't know. Anyway, thank you. It's on YouTube, not on Twitch. So that's the subscribers. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will be checking if there's another game. I don't think so though, but I will be checking for you. So stick around if you want to know that. Otherwise, have a good evening, afternoon, night, wherever you're from. There we go.